Minute dinner for 15 days. Slice up half an onion, half a cabbage, 2 stalks green onion, the medium high. Add in 2 cups of dashi stock, 1.5 tablespoon of Korean chili paste, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Together until everything's combined. Some Korean chili flakes if you like it spicy. Next, we're gonna add in the onion and cabbage. Let simmer for 1 to 2 minutes. Then the rinsed rice cakes. Let cook for 3 minutes. Add in your green onions together. Well, I highly recommend it. We're gonna add in some mozzarella cheese and put it in the broiler until the cheese is melted. Look at that.
That's my shit, that's my wave. Do it like that, then I repay. Don't be scared, I ain't afraid. Just like that, come my way. That's my shit, that's my wave. Do it like that, then I repay. Don't be scared, I ain't afraid. Just like that, come my
Yo, this is how you make broke boys 부대찌개. Ooh! Grab yourself a big ass pot, 3 cups of water, boom. Another one. Bring it to boil. A cup of kimchi, broke boys vegetable, the powder, half a tablespoon of garlic, just a little bit of black pepper, tablespoon of soy sauce, tablespoon of pepper flakes. Let your kimchi cook 5 minutes, fam. Ooh! Now throw in your sausage or hot dog, some spam. Now throw in your noodles. 4 to 5 minutes. 4 if you want it al dente. 5 if you want a little soft. And tofu is optional. It's great for aesthetic too. Shush. And that's how you make broke boys 부대찌개. Ooh. And yo, this recipe really only works with the K Army joint. Shout out to Nongshin. They specifically made it for 부대찌개. That's why. Ooh.
Have you seen these before? These are the Korean spicy noodles wrapped in spring rolls and so easy to make. So cook these according to the directions, and if they're too spicy for you, just use less of the sauce. Then take a bowl of warm water, make sure it's not too hot or else it'll disintegrate. Add your noodles on the bottom center, fold it up and over, and then fold over just one side. Then I'm adding sliced cucumbers and carrots, and then fold over the other side. Now just roll that up and try to make it as tight as you can, and that's how you roll a spring roll. And then to balance the spicy flavor, I used Thai sweet chili sauce and sriracha. But these were really good, so give it a try.
Yo, this is how you make 떡꼬치. Ooh! Tablespoon of pepper paste, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, another one, half a tablespoon of soy sauce, half a tablespoon of minced garlic, tablespoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of corn syrup. I know a lot of y'all don't got corn syrup at the crib. Just replace it with sugar. Now mix that joint up. Ooh. Now boil some water. Throw in your rice cake. Let it boil for just 1 minute. Before you boil, the rice cake is really hard. Can't get the skewer in there. But once you boil it, it goes right in. Now drain all the water out. Pull it down with cold water. Dry out the rice cake. Pat them down. Stick them in. Ooh. Boom. Just like that. Low heat. Splash of oil. Rice cake in. Boom. Slightly fry. 여보세요. Ooh. Uh-huh.
Today we're making super crispy Korean cheese corn dogs. Oh my gosh, look at that stretch. You're going to need the following dry ingredients and wet ingredients and just mix it all together. The batter is ready when it looks like this. Put it in a cup and refrigerate for 20 minutes. Roll your cheese stick in flour, dip it into the batter and twirl it until it gets stuck on like that. Cover it with panko crumbs. I also made one with potatoes on the outside, just cover it in the crumbs after. Fry it at 350 for about 4 minutes or until it's golden brown. Crispy, gooey, cheesy goodness. Mmm.
Hey yo, this is how you make torso bibimbap. Boom. Splash of sesame oil. You gotta shake that rice, baby. Cause when you shake your rice, the shon come right off. Ooh. Then you gotta kinda noodle that shon a little bit. I mean, spread that evenly. Spinach, bean sprouts, zucchini, radish, cucumber, carrot. Yo, tip number 1, separate your greens so it looks good aesthetically. Tip number 2, it's like a shape up. You mean you gotta like clean the edges a little bit, push it down a little bit. Ooh, clean that joint up, fresh. Yo, shout out to all my vegetarians. We're gonna make some fried tofu for the protein, you mean? Yeesh. Ooh. Another one. Lace your yolk right in the middle. Ooh. Garnish it with that kim. Finish it up with that sesame seed. Sheesh. Throw in that bibimbap sauce. And that's how you make a perfect bibimbap.
Hey guys, today I'm gonna be making Korean mayak eggs. First we boil the eggs for 5 minutes and then put it into cold water. Then chop some spring onions, chilies, garlic, and coriander. After, peel the eggs when it's cooled down. For the sauce we need soya sauce, water, sugar. Also add the chopped veggies and sesame seeds. And place the eggs into the sauce and refrigerate for at least 5 hours. I like to eat these eggs with some rice, top it up with spring onions and dry seaweed, a little bit of sesame oil and sesame seeds. Please give it a try because they're so addictive. Enjoy guys!
지금 순두부찌개 빨리 끓여서 늦잠 자는 대녀를 먹여야 돼.
Okay.
오케이? 먼저 돼지고기 있어야 돼.
Okay.
돼지고기, 양파, 마늘. 그걸로 국물 맛을 내는 거야. 돼지고기 국물 내는 거야.
Okay. And then a cup of frozen seafood. Yeah.
그리고 이지 베스트 웨이. 참기름으로 국간장 밥그릇 숟가락이네. 그래서 가지고 익혀. 지글지글 볶아. 참기름 한 스푼, 약간 스푼. 그러니까 할 수 없이 물을 한 컵. 끓여. 수지, 벌써 수지야 먹어봐. 시푸드 믹스, 원컵 오브 시푸드. 와, 순두부 넣는다. 이지.
Today we'll be making a Korean dish called dubu buchim. Dubu means tofu in Korean and buchim is pan-fried, so pan-fried tofu. It seems really simple, but it's actually hard to get it just right, firm and crispy with the sauce evenly soaked in the tofu. So follow me all the way through. We're gonna cut up the tofu in squares and then put them on a pan with oil. If you want to avoid the oil splattering like this, put them before the pan heats up. Don't be like me. Then on medium heat, don't touch it for 13 minutes. Here's some scallions, minced garlic, grated ginger, and onions. When 13 minutes is over, flip them all over and it should be a golden brown just like this. Now fry the other side for 5 more minutes and then dump everything on your cutting board. Then add some water. Fried tofu will absorb whatever moisture super well, so this is the right timing to let it absorb the sauce. Let it simmer for a bit, give it a good stir, and now you got it right. You got your dubu buchim Korean style. Let me show you my favorite Korean street food, rapoki. Rapoki is a combination of ramen and tteokbokki. I went to an all-girls middle school in Korea, so after school, my friends and I used to take the bus and go out to eat this in our short hair and uniforms. So let's jump right in. Add gochujang, sugar, teaspoon of garlic powder, and some soy sauce. And of course, take out that ramen packet and add half a teaspoon to the sauce. You'll see this quite often in Korean recipes. The ramen packet is the secret ingredient for some extra umami, okay? Mix it up with some water and we're basically halfway there. Bring a cup of water to boil, add the sauce and mix. Then add the rice cakes and boil for about 5 minutes. And then add the ramen noodles and boil for an extra 5 minutes. That's it guys, super easy but so delicious. Serve it with some soft boiled eggs, parsley, and enjoy!